What's poppin', everyone? Welcome back to another juicy episode of the Tea Time Podcast. I'm your host, Samantha, and today we've got some seriously crazy news to dive into. Now, you all know I keep it 100% real with you guys. No sugarcoating, no holding back. And let me tell you, this story is wild. It involves one of the biggest names in the rap game, a shocking video leak, and a whole lot of drama with the authorities. If you're a fan of Jay-Z, well, brace yourselves, because things are about to get messy. And if you're not a Jay-Z fan, strap in, because you're in for one wild ride. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Last week, news broke that Jay-Z had been brought in for questioning by the feds after his own daughter, the one and only Blue Ivy, exposed some seriously disturbing footage of her dad. I'm talking violence, aggression, the whole 9 yards. And let me tell you, the internet has been absolutely ablaze with reactions ever since. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could Blue Ivy do this to her own father? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? From what we've gathered, it seems little Blue was fed up with her dad's alleged behavior and decided to take matters into her own hands. And boy, did she deliver the goods. But the big question on everyone's mind is, what exactly did this footage show? And how deep does this rabbit hole go? Well, my friends, that's what we're here to find out. So sit back, grab your snacks, and get ready for one juicy, jaw-dropping tale. By the time we're done, I guarantee you'll be hitting that subscribe button faster than Jay-Z can say, Hova. Okay, let's start at the beginning. For those of you who may not be familiar with the Jay-Z and Beyonce saga, let me give you a quick refresher. Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, is one of the most influential and successful rappers of all time. With a career spanning over 2 decades, he's amassed a massive fortune, a legion of devoted fans, and a reputation as one of the greatest MCs in the game. From classic albums like Reasonable Doubt and The Blueprint to his business ventures like Rockefeller Records and Tidal, the guy is a bona fide mogul. And then there's Beyonce, his equally legendary wife. The two have been the ultimate power couple in the music industry for years, their union seemingly unbreakable. They've collaborated on hit songs, toured together, and even have 3 kids, the famous Blue Ivy and the twins, Sir and Rumi. On the surface, it's a fairy tale romance, 2 superstars who found love and built an empire together. But as we all know, nothing is ever as perfect as it seems. And that's where this story takes a dark turn. You see, rumors have been swirling for years about Jay-Z's alleged violent tendencies and aggressive behavior. There have been whispers of physical altercations, angry outbursts, and a general air of volatility surrounding the rapper. Of course, nothing has ever been proven, and Jay-Z has always maintained his innocence. But now, it seems those rumors may have been more than just hearsay. According to reports, Blue Ivy, the couple's eldest child, had apparently witnessed some of her father's alleged violent behavior firsthand. And last week, the 12-year-old did the unthinkable. She leaked damning footage of Jay-Z's actions to the federal authorities. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could a 12-year-old girl do something like that? Well, from what we've heard, Blue Ivy was fed up with her dad's behavior and felt compelled to take action. Apparently, she'd been holding onto this footage for years, waiting for the right moment to expose the truth. And let me tell you, the footage is absolutely shocking. According to the reports, it shows Jay-Z engaged in several violent altercations, including one incident where he allegedly assaulted a member of his own security team. The footage is said to be graphic, disturbing, and a far cry from the suave, cool-headed persona Jay-Z has cultivated over the years. Needless to say, the feds were not happy about this revelation. They immediately summoned Jay-Z for questioning, and the rapper has been cooperating with the investigation. But the damage has already been done, and the fallout from this scandal is likely to be far-reaching. Beyonce, for her part, has remained silent on the matter, though rumors suggest she's absolutely devastated by the whole situation. Imagine finding out your husband's been hiding this kind of behavior all these years. It's got to be a lot to process. And let's not forget about the fans. Jay-Z's loyal following has been rocked to the core by this news, with many expressing outrage and disappointment. After all, the guy has built his brand on being a smooth-talking, charismatic figure. The idea that he could be capable of such violence is a lot to swallow. So, what happens next? Well, that's the million-dollar question. isn't it? The feds are still investigating, and it's anyone's guess as to how this is all going to play out. Will Jay-Z face charges? Will his career and reputation be irreparably damaged? And how will Beyonce and the kids move forward? One thing's for sure, this is a story that's going to be unfolding for a while. And as your resident tea spiller, you know I'll be here to keep you updated every step of the way. So sit tight, my friends, because the drama is just getting started. All right, now that we've set the stage, let's dive a little deeper into the fallout from this whole Jay-Z scandal. As I mentioned, the feds have been grilling the rapper over the past week, trying to get to the bottom of this explosive footage that Blue Ivy leaked. And let me tell you, it's been a wild ride. According to sources close to the investigation, Jay-Z has been cooperating fully with the authorities, but he's also been putting up a bit of a fight. The guy is clearly trying to protect his image and legacy, and he's not going down without a serious battle. But the evidence against him is pretty damning. That footage that Blue Ivy provided? It's brutal, guys. We're talking screaming, shoving, even what looks like a full-blown assault. And the worst part is, it's all happening in front of his own family. I mean, can you imagine how traumatized poor Blue Ivy must be? Now, Jay-Z's team has been trying to spin this as some kind of misunderstanding, or as isolated incidents that have been taken out of context. But let's be real. When you've got video evidence of someone behaving that way, it's kind of hard to deny it, you know? And the fallout has been swift and severe. Brands and companies that have been associated with Jay-Z for years are now scrambling to distance themselves from him. Tidal, his music streaming service, has seen a mass exodus of users. And there are even rumors that his upcoming tour with Beyonce might be canceled. Not to mention the impact this is having on his personal life. Beyonce, as I mentioned, has been absolutely devastated by all of this. Reports suggest she's been holed up in their mansion, refusing to speak to her husband. And can you really blame her? I mean, if I found out my partner was capable of that kind of violence, I'd be shaken to the core, too. And then there's the kids. Blue Ivy, in particular, has been the center of a lot of media attention. People are applauding her for having the courage to come forward and expose her dad's alleged behavior, but you can't help but feel for the poor kid. She's just 12 years old, and now she's caught up in this massive scandal. It's got to be so overwhelming and traumatizing for her. But the most fascinating part of all of this, in my opinion, is the public reaction. Jay-Z has always been revered as this larger-than-life figure, this embodiment of cool, calm, and collected. But now, all of that is being called into question. The fans, who've been so loyal to him over the years, are in a state of shock.